this is Sheldon from Showrock Art. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of paint pouring. I'm going to be doing this piece here as a demonstration, and because of its difficulty in tilting, believe it or not, I had to go twice. And this is already a pour over as it is. I had another piece of different before. I thought about embellishing it, but I decided not to. I just wanted to pour over it. So this is the final product here after pouring over it twice. I do like the way this finally turned out. It's much more difficult to pour a straight cloud pour that you have to tilt on a rectangular canvas as opposed to a square one. So squares and rectangles, you can keep your design easy. Squares and circles, you can keep your design much more easier because you can tilt a little bit and then mostly spin. But to get to those corners of a rectangle, you have to do a lot more tilting. And so it has a tendency to get the composition more distorted. So it looks a little bit more abstract. So we'll see how we get this one done as we go over to the table. But thank you for joining me. And I know that right before me, you saw Taslima Maya from Taslima Maya Art, and you saw Kat from Kat's Floor Creations. So I'm just gonna pull up at the end with this video here. So I hope you enjoyed all three of us as artists. And if you have any questions, comment, please continue to like, share, and subscribe our videos. All right? Have a good day, and we'll see you at the table. Hello, everybody. This is Sheldon from Showrock Art. Welcome to my channel. I decided to pour over this piece instead of, this is one of the rush pieces that I had like some leftover paints and just dumped into the cup. And I wanted to see how it went. So, I'm going to be pouring over this piece and see how it goes. And I got some colors that I did a sunset with the one before, but this one I want to have more like the pinks in the middle. So I have titanium white as a little bit as the last color that's going to go in, which will be, well, the last one to come out the color out of the cup, which will be the first color to go in the cup. And then I have this one is a prism pour, and it's called Platinum Rose. But I added a little bit of Purely Magenta to kind of pink it up a little bit. Let me see if I can turn that light on, if it's better. Maybe not. Okay. And this one is called Pink Diamond Prism Pour. I love that one. Oh, I can't remember what this one's called. I think this one's called Black Cherry. This is a primary element. But what I did was I wanted it a little bit darker. So this is I added some red shade blue to it. So if you look at the spoon, you see how it has like a reddish or pinkish sheen to it, along with that violet. That's going to add an interesting color to it with the red shade blue. What is it called? Purely Pigments. Dioxazine purple with a little bit of the African violet in it. I think I'll wash some other spoons. Here we go. This is ultramarine blue. They'll put a sparkle in that of some sort. I believe I'll put some blue sparkle into this one. And then lastly, I added some Prism Pour Frozen to this turquoise blue to give it some sparkle. Some of these two paints don't have any color on its own, so I add either sparkle or some sort of pigment to it to kind of give it some sparkle. 1 second. Okay. And of course, I got some freshly made cloud mix, Osloff Soft Body White, Vallejo Pearl Medium, US Floetrol, and DecoArt 24 karat gold here. So those are my cloud makers. And then just a little bit of contrast in some of the areas with the black. So we're gonna layer our cup now. So let me put my gloves on. Courtesy of my pastry chef, Mike Markowitz. Check him out on Facebook. He is a great wedding cake maker. Very talented. It's the cool thing about when you're in the art community, you get in touch with, you get to know very extremely talented folks. All right, so fluid art in a lot of cases is pretty random, but you can have, if you practice enough and you start understanding the paint, again, I said it in my previous video, that you can have about 80% of the control of the outcome if you practice and learn your paints. What I mean by learn paints, not just the colors, but also the brands and how different brands react to each other. And I'll stop it there. So let's layer the colors. This is the titanium white, just a little bit, because that little bit right there will go a long way. It's only a tiny bit, but that'll go a long way once things spread. Then I'll go with the pink diamond. Well, that's that platinum rose one, I'm sorry. And the pink diamonds, a little bit darker. Then that one purple color. Okay, so there's the center. Now to divide that with a little bit of the black. Okay, dioxazine purple. Now for a dose of the cloud mix. I like to give a good amount of cloud mix. This gold is just for a trim, so I'm only going to add a little bit, like that. Okay, and then I will put that turquoise on the other side of the gold. And then I'll go with my ultramarine blue. go back with some black again, and I use that to kind of separate my next layer. So I'm going back with, I'm not going to go with the white this time because I don't want gray. So I'm going back with the pink diamond. This purple. Another layer of the cloud mix. And then a little bit of the gold. Ultramarine blue. Some black. Some Diox purple. Can get rid of another layer of the cloud. Ooh. Wow. I may be able to do a triple layer. And the Turk. And a little bit of the black here, and I put black here. Okay, good. So here's my cup. So we'll see how that turns out. So let me get handy dandy, because he's handy and he's dandy. And I want to spread this a little bit thinner, just to give something to pour on top of, but not so much to make it sink into. Good. Move these out the way. Move these out the way. Should I decide to spin it or tilt it? Let me get my torch some of these bubbles out. I normally don't torch it, but this one I can. All right, so let's pour. See, some of them colors already started tilting down the back of it. Now I can get lower and let that come through, that pink come through into the white.
Introducing new Tylenol Easy to Swallow. Proven extra strength pain relief. Now with the first of its kind gentle black coating technology, it glides down fast and easy for smooth swallowing. Extra strong on pain and extra easy to swallow.
All right. Let me move you back to the center. All right. That looks good so far. Let me give a little bit of flood coat around it. And of course, my flood coat is going to be my bucket of black. Ooh, those clouds are puffing up nice. But that don't look good to go in there. All right. Oh, a big old clump that came out of there. This stuff is old. That's okay. It's good enough for a flood. I don't want the colors running over itself. So it's good enough for that. So, I think because it is rectangular, I'm going to work on the tilting process. All right? So. of peaceful though. I can say that. No, I'm gonna leave this alone. I think I'm done. I'm good with this. So let me get you down for a closer look as soon as I take this over to the drying table, okay? Okay, folks, this is the final wet result. Now talking about the 80%, so it turned out 80% the way I liked it. But there are variables that happen either during the tilting process or even if you start to spin, some colors you lose. But overall, I still like this piece. I like that pinkish color in the middle. Kind of reminds you of a one of those cloudy skies that got those little pink lines in it right before sunset. Look at those beautiful clouds there, how they puffed up. So the cloud mix really worked. Got me some separating cells in there. The fingerlings on this side. A little bit of boulder action down the bottom. They got distorted from a tilt. It kind of gives me the feeling like how a deconstructed bloom looks, but more of a deconstructed cloud pour. But anyway, this is the whole piece. I do like it though, especially when it's in this orientation. Yeah, I like that a lot. So thank you for watching once again. This is Sheldon from Shellrock Art. And once again, I say happy pouring. Bye-bye.